Monica, and speaking of lenders, those who lend to for mortgages as well as brokers are facing changes to the way that they do business. Let's go now to Washington, where Lizzie O'Leary is standing by to explain.
Yes, Scarlett, these are new rules that could come from the Fed. Today, the Fed's going to discuss expanding a set of rules that it passed last year. They're set to go into effect on July 30th. And they take a pretty hard stance for mortgage lenders and brokers, some of whom, of course, preyed on consumers, led to a surge in delinquent loans. There are a couple of noteworthy changes that I want to point out for you. Lenders will have to provide borrowers with a loan estimate within 3 days of receiving their application. Then number two, mortgage brokers also won't be able to charge some fees until they've provided the applicant with the loan terms. And then to sort of slow the process down, the Fed's new rules would require a 7-day waiting period on closing so that borrowers have the time to digest the terms of their loans. Now, at today's meeting, the Fed will consider whether further rules for mortgage lenders are necessary. Last week, Fed Governor Elizabeth Duke said the rules will center on compensation for mortgage originators and encouraging more disclosure. That announcement is expected around 10:30 a.m., of course, comes at a key crossroads for the housing market. On the one hand, we saw foreclosures hit a new quarterly record last week. You can take a look at that. And then at the same time, we've also seen the price of homes rise last month. That beat analyst expectations. Economists expect to see gains in existing home sales today as well when those numbers come out. So the industry says that these rules to clamp down on mortgage lenders could actually slow a rebound.
Lenders may be overly cautious in trying to comply with these rules, and what you want is to have efficient rules that allow borrowers to be informed but don't slow down the transaction unnecessarily.
Now, all of this, of course, is against the backdrop that the Fed is making the case on the regulatory reform side that it can best handle consumer protection. So that's kind of an underlying current to the whole thing here, Scarlett.
Lizzie O'Leary in Washington for us.